Good morning, everyone. Today we will revise our next chapter, magnet. Fun with magnets. Yes, magnets. You can play a lot of games with the help of a magnet. Magnet is a material which attract magnetic materials towards them. So we will revise the text questions of that chapter. So first of all, for you, we have to discuss the properties of a magnet. What are the properties of a magnet? So when we're talking about properties of a magnet, there are mainly two properties of a magnet. The first is a magnet. A magnet always has two poles. A magnet always has two poles, north pole as well as south pole. So even a smaller pieces of magnet, a small piece of magnet has two poles, north pole and south pole. So if we have a bar magnet, so it has two poles, north pole and south pole. Now the next property of a magnet, magnet always attract magnetic materials. Yes, magnet attract magnetic materials. Like iron is there, copper, nickel, these are the magnetic material. So, what are the properties of a magnet? A magnet always has two poles, north pole and south pole. And a magnet always attract magnetic materials towards them, like iron, nickel and copper. Now, the next one is for you. Where are the poles of a bar magnet located? So this is a bar magnet. You have to tell where are the poles of the bar magnet located. How many poles of a magnet? Yes, you are right, two. So there are two poles of a bar magnet, north pole and south pole. And these poles are located at their end. Yes, at their end these poles are located, and the maximum attraction power of a magnet is at their poles. Now the next one for you, there is no marking on the poles of a bar magnet. Means if you have a bar magnet and there is not any marking on it ki this is a north pole or this is a south pole. So how can you identify? It's tough? No, it's very easy. We can easily find out the poles of a magnet, bar magnet or any of the magnet, because it is a property of a magnet, a freely suspended magnet. A freely suspended magnet always align in north and south direction. A freely suspended magnet always comes to rest in north and south direction. So if we will have a bar magnet and we will freely suspend it, naturally it will comes to rest after some time in north and south direction. So the side which faces towards the north, the side of a magnet which faces towards the north, that is your north pole, and the side which faces towards the south, that is your south pole. So we can easily find out which pole is the north one and which pole is the south one. Now we will discuss about how a magnetic compass can be used to find direction. So magnetic compass, it is a device, it is an instrument which is used to find the direction, because a magnetic compass, it is comprised of a magnetic needle. This is comprised of a magnetic needle which moves freely around a point. So when it comes to rest, it always points towards the north and south direction. So a magnetic compass, so magnet, that's why a magnetic compass is used to find the direction. So when we have to find the direction, we have to place the magnetic compass on that place and let them to come into the rest without any disturbance. After some time, the magnetic needle, when it comes to rest, it will show the north and south direction. So with the help of magnetic compass, we can easily find the directions. Now, there's a next problem for you. these are the different poles of a magnet, and we have to tell that they will attract each other or they will repel each other. So there are north and north pole. North pole of one magnet, north pole of another magnet. When they bring close to each other, then what will happen? They will attract or they will repel each other? Yes, you are right. They will repel each other because similar poles repel each other and the different poles of different magnets attract each other. So there is a next one for you. For a magnet there is a north pole and for another magnet there is a south pole. So they will attract or repel each other. Yes, you are right. Now they will attract each other because there are two different poles. Again, now the next problem for you. So we have two bar magnets. One side have north pole. Okay. When we bring the south pole of one bar magnet with closer to the north pole of another bar magnet, so what do you think? They will attract each other or they will repel each other? Yes, you are right. They will attract each other because different poles attract each other and the similar poles repel each other. Now the next one for you, south pole and the south pole. Means same poles of two magnets when bring together, so they will move apart. They will go far away from each other. Means they repel each other. So these are the properties of the magnet and we can use these properties in different ways. Now we will try to complete the series. So first one for you, artificial magnets are. So artificial magnets are, these are available in different shapes, and if we will talking about the artificial magnets, examples of artificial magnets. So first one is your bar magnet. Yes, bar magnet. And next one is your horseshoe magnet. Horseshoe magnet. So two examples of artificial magnets are bar magnet and horseshoe magnet. Now the next one for you, Dash discovered the magnets. Who discovered the magnet? Yes, that is a shepherd boy named Magnus. There is a shepherd boy named Magnus who discovered the magnets accidentally. Now next one, paper is not a dash material. So what do you think? Paper is a magnetic material. It is attracted towards a magnet? No. So paper is a non-magnetic materials. Paper is a non-magnetic material. It is not attracted by the magnet. Now the next one, a magnet always has dash poles. So how many poles of a magnet? Yes, a magnet always have two poles, north pole and south pole. North pole, the end which end faces towards the north side, that is north pole, and the you can say the end which end faces towards the south side, that is your south pole. Now in ancient times, sailors used dash to find directions. So what do you think? Yes, magnets or the magnetic compass. In ancient times and today's also, sailors use magnetic compass. You can write down magnetic compass or a magnet to find out the directions. Now the next one, materials which are attracted towards magnet. So the materials which are attracted towards magnets, these are known as, yes, these are known as magnetic materials. So magnetic materials are attracted towards the magnets like your iron, copper and nickel. Now next one, unlike poles, poles which are not same like your north and south. Okay, so unlike poles dash each other. So what do you think? They attract each other or repel each other? Yes, you are right. Unlike poles always attract each other. So let us revise once again. Artificial magnets are bar magnet and the horseshoe magnet. Magnus discovered the magnet, who is a shepherd boy. paper is not a magnetic material. Paper is not a magnetic material. It is a non-magnetic material. A magnet always has two poles. It always has two poles, North Pole and South Pole. Sailors use magnetic compass or the magnet to find directions. Materials which are attracted towards magnets, they are known as magnetic materials. And unlike poles, always attract each other.